Hi, dear cricket fans. Welcome to Cricket Happenings. And as you know, due to the big constraint of time, I'll have to actually cover a capsule of all the three matches which are being played around the globe. So, first we head towards India at the Rajiv Gandhi International Stadium on the final day at Hyderabad, where, as you know, the match was well set 237 for 4 New Zealand overnight. This match was actually reduced to a mere formality on the final day, with New Zealand actually making 448 and declaring the innings after losing 8 wickets. So 448 for 8 wickets declared. Brendon McCullum going on to make his maiden double century. And what a double century it was! It was a very saving knock as far as New Zealand was concerned. And the way Brendan McCullum played well. He was, and India also had their problems as Zahir Khan just bowled 7.3 overs, one made and none for 21. He has a groin strain. He's out of the third and final test at Nagpur, and so that was a big blow for India. But we can't be saying too much on that. I thought I should be a lot of credit given to the performance that Brendan McCullum did. Brendan McCullum was out for 225 of 308 deliveries, 22 fours and 4 sixes in that particular effort. And he was very, very severe on Sreesanth too. And also, the pace burden was handled by Sreesanth. But well, he had his reward 3 for 121. But the spinners were the ones who had to take the burden. Pragyan Oja and Harbhajan Singh. I thought Pragyan Oja bowled very well, 47.3 overs, 14 maidens, 137 runs and 2 wickets. And Harbhajan Singh 38 overs, 3 maidens, 1 for 117. Well, so as far as the story of the day was concerned, Brendan McCullum's knock was superb. In fact, he also reached his double century in a characteristic style. He played the Mech scoop. He actually, there was Suresh Rana bowled a delivery for which he just took his bat and scooped the ball over Dhoni's head, the wicketkeeper, to get to his double century. And what a way to do it for Brendan McCullum. And Brendan McCullum was given admirable support by Kane Williamson. As I said, he's a player for the future as far as New Zealand is concerned. The way he has been playing, well, he was there all the way with his back foot strokes the punches, back foot punches that he plays, and there was a lot of effortlessness in the stroke making that Kane Williamson had. And both of them actually took on the partnership. They dragged it on to 345. Actually, there was nothing that India could do there. They just proceeded. And Kane Williamson made 16 out of 146 balls with 9 fours, becoming a victim of Harbhajan Singh. Daniel Vettori made 23. He also hit one very good six of the bowling of Harbhajan Singh. Gareth Hopkins was not out on 11. Tim Southee contributed 11 before getting a dose of his own medicine that Southee actually served to Sreesanth. But Sreesanth also testing Southee with a lot of bouncers, hitting him on the ribs too. Brent Arnold was not out on 1. 448 for 8 wickets declared New Zealand. And they had gone to absolute safety there. Let's look at the Indians. As far as the Indian innings was concerned, both the captains agreed to call off the match after India had made 68 for no loss of 17 overs. Gautam Gambhir was not out on 14, but Virendra Sehwag was the one who entertained the crowd aplenty. He made 54 of just 54 blondes, was not out on 54 of 54 balls, 6 fours and 1 6, 68 for no loss India finished with, and the match ended in a draw, and the man of the series went to Brendan McCullum of New Zealand. So the second test match is all over. It has ended in draw. The third test match in Nagpur gets more significant, but I would rather give credit to New Zealand for their batsmanship they have been doing. Every test match you see that there is someone who is coming there and playing a very good knock. Once it was J.C. Ryder, Kane Williamson, now it is and Tim McIntosh made a century in the first innings, and Brendan McCullum comes up with the goods here with a double century. So full credit to New Zealand for their batting ability that they are showing against India, and keeping the Indian bowlers at bay. There's nothing much to read here, so let's proceed on to the next match, the third test match at Nagpur on 20th, I reckon. And as far as India have a blow there, Zahir Khan wouldn't be playing. The left arm pace bowler Jaydev Unadkat has been roped in. So let's look at the next match which is there, and I take you on down to Sri Lanka at the Galle International Stadium, where West Indies proceeded on to make 580 for 9 wickets declared in their first innings. I mean, that is a very massive score that they did, but all thanks to Chris Gayle, who actually went on to make his second triple century in his career, and also becoming the fourth batsman in the world to do so. The other batsmen being Sir Donald Bradman, Brian Lara, the West Indian great batsman, and India's swashbuckling opener Virendra Sehwag. So Chris Gayle has joined the trio now, and he has become the fourth person in the annals of world cricket to make two triple centuries in Test cricket. And Chris Gayle, today his innings was more of dedication and determination. It was not the old slam bang stuff. If you see, yesterday he had 26 fours and 8 sixes, but today he added just another 8 fours and just one more 6. And Chris Gayle was bowled by Ajanta Mendes for 333 of 34 of 437 deliveries with 34 fours and 9 sixes, which really helped West Indies make 580 for 9 wickets declared in the first innings at the Galle International Stadium here against Sri Lanka in the first test match on the second day. Well, Chris Gayle got good support here from Shunan Chandrapal, who contributed 32. Brendon Nash also contributed 64 of 159 balls with 5 fours. And let me talk about Chris Gayle. Chris Gayle broke a lot of records here. He got the highest score by a West Indian against Sri Lanka. The highest score scored at the Galle International Cricket Ground, which stood in the name of Mahela Jayawardene, was also wiped out with Chris Gayle making 333. So there were a lot of records which tumbled, the highest ever score. So a lot of records tumbled with Chris Gayle making 333 today. And the support that he got was Brendon Nash contributed a very good 64, Dwayne Bravo, and after that Ajanta Mendes just ran through the whole side, actually picking up very good figures of 6 for 169 with 59 overs and 6 of them being maidens. Dwayne Bravo was out for 5, Carlton was not out on 8, Darren Sammy was out for a duck, Andrew Russell, the debutant, was out for 2, and that was all Mendes getting wickets through his cannon ball deliveries, his googly, the wrong ones, and he had everything going for them. And Ranadive had figures of 3 for 183, 48.2 overs, 3 maidens, 3 for 183, 580 for 9 wickets declared the West Indies in their first innings. And as far as Sri Lanka were concerned, well, Andre Russell, bowling his third ball in Test cricket, making his debut here, had a wicket there. Tilkaran Dilshan played a loose drive, Shillingford took the catch, and Dilshan was gone. Caught Shillingford, bowled Russell for a duck. And Sri Lanka were 6 for 1 at that stage in replying to West Indies' first innings score of 580 for 9 wickets declared. But after that, Kumar Sangakkara decided to attack the bowlers, and he was not out on 33 of 32 balls with 7 boundaries, and Taranga Paranavitana was not out on 10 of 43 deliveries with 2 fours, and Sri Lanka finished finished at stumps on the second day at 54 for 1, a long way to go with a 526 runs more. And but basically what Sri Lanka would be looking at right now is to save the follow on, because they require 380 runs to actually save the follow on. Well, the pitch is playing easy, that's not much in the pitch. As far as the bowling figures, Andre Russell on his debut, 3 overs 1 maiden 1 for 12 was the wicket taker. 4 overs 1 maiden none for 23 for Roche. Shillingford 3 overs 2 maidens none for 1. Sammy 2.2 overs no maiden none for 11. So that was the as far as the second match. Now very quickly we go to the match against Pakistan. Pakistan, as you know, in Dubai International Cricket Stadium was actually set a target of 451. They put up a valiant effort thanks to a wonderful century from Younis Khan, his 17th Test century. As I said, Younis Khan was the key, and that was Younis Khan really proved. A marathon, a very wonderful innings from Younis Khan. And you know, I would say Younis Khan really saved the match for Pakistan. He was not out on 131 at the end of 230 balls with 9 fours and 4 sixes. He also hit both off for 2-3 sixes. And also Azhar Ali also complimented him well, and he is proving himself to be a very good Test batsman, and he made 63 of 150 balls with 7 fours. And Misbah-ul Haq in his first Test as captain contributed. In fact, they had a very good partnership of 186 for the unbeaten partnership of 186 for the fourth wicket, which was an all-time record against South Africa. Misbah-ul-Haq was not out on 76 of 185 balls with 8 fours and 1 6, and Pakistan not only saved the match, they did a wonderful job. Yesterday they were 144 for 2. Today they made all the South African bowlers toil, and they were 343 for 3, and the first test match ended in a draw. A wonderful performance from Younis Khan, Misbah-ul-Haq and Azhar Ali, which really saved the match for Pakistan, and this match ended in a draw for Pakistan. As far as the bowling, and Younis Khan, well, he also hit some good sixes later on of Johan Botha once the pressure was off, and Misbah-ul-Haq also played a wonderful, very nice knock. And let me tell you, this is absolute the team coming up together and contributing. And Pakistan, I thought, on a fifth day, on the fifth day, saving the match is something that we have to give credit, and largely thanks to Younis Khan, the experienced campaigner, not out on 131, his 17th test century of 230 balls with 9 fours and 4 6. After what all Younis Khan has been going through in Pakistan, I really congratulate Younis Khan for his brilliant performance here at the Dubai International Cricket Stadium on the fifth day against South Africa, and actually helping Pakistan to actually draw the first test match as far as Dubai International Cricket Stadium is concerned, and the second test match would be played in Abu Dhabi. Well, as far as the bowling figures were concerned, Dale Steyn 22 overs 6 maidens 1 for 82, Mon Mockel 22 overs 4 maidens none for 46, Paul Harris 31 overs 10 maidens 1 for 57, bowled very well. Johan Botha 38 overs 7 maidens 1 for 138, and Jack Scalise 4 overs 2 maidens none for 10. And well, Younis Khan was named man of the match, and very rightly so. Well, since I'm having time on this broadcast now, just speaking about it, well, I thought Pakistan had a marvelous effort there. 451 runs to chase at the Dubai International Cricket Stadium in the first test against South Africa. But I think Younis Khan, Misbah-ul-Haq, Azhar Ali, everybody played well. Azhar Ali, according to me, is looking more like a real test batsman now. He has 3 test 50s now, and I can only wish good luck to Azhar Ali. He's looking a person absolutely with a lot of test match temperament, and this is something that Pakistan will be very happy after all the things that they have gone through. It's a wonderful effort. I really have to tell them that on a fifth day pitch, if you can actually save the match, that is something, because fifth day pitch is always having a lot of wear and tear. There would be foot marks for the spinners. There could be some unevenness in the pitch too, but this is something that Pakistan can be really proud about. And as far as the match between West Indies and Sri Lanka is concerned, West Indies and Sri Lanka, Chris Gayles is absolutely is fearless knock. The knock, I wouldn't say fearless. Chris Gayles has made such an impression right down at the beginning of this test series, and he has really set the tone for the 3 test match series against Sri Lanka. And Sri Lanka have a real Herculean task to do, 380 to save the form. Yes, the pitch is playing easy, there's not much in the pitch. I'm sure they have a lot of experienced campaigners, Kumar Sangakkara, Mahela Jayawardene is still to come, and I'm sure they can put up a good hand too. But again, this is cricket, and we have to see how, because tomorrow again the new ball will be there with West Indies, and they will be going hard at Taranga Pranavitana and Sangakkara, and Andre Russell, the debutant, and Kemar Roach would be raring to go at the Sri Lankan batsman tomorrow morning. As far as India's match is concerned, one thought that there could have been an opportunity here, but 237 for 4. But Brendon McCullum, what a knock he played. As I said, New Zealand have showed a lot of grit and determination, and they have done themselves really proud with the third and final test coming in Nagpur. And they have not only saved the match, but they have put up I would say, a very wonderful display of batsmanship against such a world-class team like India. And well, dear cricket fans, I don't have much to say. The final test will be starting in Nagpur, and I'm sure there should be a result in that. But we have to wait and watch what happens. But other than that, dear cricket fans, I have nothing else to share. Sorry that I had to club all the 3 test match reports into one, but due to paucity of time, I have to do that, dear cricket fans. I would have loved to give cricket reports individually, but due to paucity of time, I will have to do this. But your response has been tremendous, and I've always been happy with your support that you have been giving me for cricket happenings. You are the ones who are making my cricket happenings run. Thank you very much for your support, and this is Ram signing off. Thank you very much.